Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chelsie and I have another word to release to you guys today. And the title of today's word is called Your Fighting Was Not in Vain. You will be rewarded. Okay, your fighting was not in vain. You will be rewarded. Alright, and so this word is coming from a dream that the Lord gave me. So we're gonna hop right on into this dream. In this dream, my brother was fighting these people that were after him. They would come from different directions of the house and he would be victorious over them. He had his phone hidden under the mattress so they couldn't get it. Then all of a sudden I put my phone under there too because I now was about to fight these same people. They came back the next day to fight both of us. There was a square of some sort on the ceiling. Looked like a vent maybe. My brother jumped towards it, ripping the front layer off. Then he ripped the second layer off as well. I'm not sure if the square space was an escape route or something that these people were looking for. Next, it seemed like we were in a convenience store. In this store, me and my brother discovered something. It was like whatever we stumbled upon revealed a clue. My brother realized that it was money in this item. He knew this before the things were figured out about this item. We began figuring out the next thing to this mystery item so that we could reach the money. We were unlocking the next thing to get to the next thing and onward to get to the money. I believe we end up getting to the money. Getting to the money. And saw it was a lot of it. Next, we were back in the house and I saw a guy chained up to the house outside the backyard fence. He was one of the guys that were staking out to kill us. I don't remember if it was me or my brother that decided to let him go. Okay, and that was the end of the dream. So in the beginning of this dream, my brother, he was fighting off the enemy. Okay, different people were coming to attack him, to fight him. Okay, spiritual warfare is what was happening. All right, but my brother, he had a phone and he put his phone under the mattress. Okay, and then next thing you know, I end up fighting these same people, going through this spiritual warfare. All right, and I put my phone under the mattress too. Okay, and so this phone, it represents a source of connection to the Lord. It represents a source of light. Okay, the phone was helping us be victorious because of our connection, because of our relationship with the Lord. Okay, that was allowing us to be victorious over the enemy through all these attacks, through all of this fighting that was going on, all of this spiritual warfare. Okay, and so then they end up coming back to fight both of us. Okay, so my brother also represents kingdom spouses. Okay, so you guys, when you get into your God-ordained marriages and unions, will have to fight off the enemy. Okay, you will have spiritual warfare going on that you guys will have to defeat Satan over. The enemy will throw things at your way. Okay, whether this is in your marriage or territories that you and your kingdom spouse is called to defeat the enemy in. Okay, places where you are called to trample over the enemy and be victorious over him. And God is saying he has given you his strength. He has given you all the tools you need. Okay, he has given you the sword, which is his word. Okay, and so this phone is just the connection that you have with the Lord that is allowing you to be victorious over the enemy. All right, you and your kingdom spouse are well equipped to fight and be victorious over the enemy. Okay, and so in the next part of the dream, there was a ceiling, like a vent in a shape of a square, and my brother was ripping it off. All right, off of the wall. So this square that was on the wall represents a way of escape. Okay, as long as you are connected to the source, as long as you are connected to Jesus Christ, God is going to give you a way of escape. Okay, when it looks like the enemy is encaving on you or closing in on you, God will make a way of escape for you to get out. Okay, it may look like a dead end. It may look like the enemy is beating you up. It may look like he's winning, but he is never winning when you have the Lord on your side. If God is for you, then who can be against you? Okay, though it looks like you are just been fighting and fighting and fighting and you can't get a win, you are going to get a win. You are going to be victorious. Okay, because God has already been victorious over the enemy for you. Okay, and so the enemy is not going to be able to keep you bound. All right, your fighting is not in vain, or the fighting that you had to endure was not in vain. God made a way of escape, or he is making a way of escape for you. So next, we were in this convenience store. All right, and so we found this item that led to a clue of some sort. And so my brother, he already knew in this dream that there was money in this thing. Okay, but there were steps and mysteries that have to be solved and completed to be able to get to the money, where it was like the money was in like this gray type of or silver type of tube, okay? But you can't just open the tube and get to it. There are certain steps that includes that has to be completed, puzzles, pieces that has to be put together to be able to get to the money. But my brother knew this before we even stumbled upon the mystery, stumbled upon the next clues, okay? Which means that there are certain things in life that you are going to have to go through before you can get to the promises, before you can get to the rewards, okay? The fighting is not in vain. You will reap a reward for all the things that you are having to go through to be able to get to this promise, okay? And that's also for your kingdom marriage, okay? There are promises waiting in your kingdom marriage that you guys will unlock as you guys continue to unlock these mysteries. It's like God putting you through certain tests and trials, and as you continue to be victorious over the enemy through each test, each trial, you are unlocking keys, okay? You are receiving keys to be able to receive this money, to unlock these blessings, to open up these doors, that two promises that belong to you and your kingdom spouse, all right? And so it's like your husbands, they already know that you guys will reap a reward for everything that you're going through, and you as the woman, you are his helpmate. You are his helpmeet to help him, so that both of you guys come together as a team and are being victorious with revealing these mysteries, solving these problems, okay? So that you guys can reap the reward, okay? All the fighting that you're going to have to do in these territories, breaking down these kingdoms of darkness, all of this will not be in vain, because you will reap a reward for all of your hard work, okay? And so yes, there will be blissful times, but there will be times where you will be fighting. There will be times where y'all will be solving problems, okay? Meaning turn down kingdoms of darkness, okay, and saving souls for the kingdom of God, which will always be a fight, because the enemy doesn't want to give up anybody. The enemy, just like the Lord is fighting for souls, the enemy is fighting for souls, okay? But as you guys continue to be obedient, continue to be victorious over the enemy, and continue to win souls for Christ, you will reap a reward, okay? Galatians 6:9. Oh, before I get to that, at the end of the dream, there was a guy that was like on the fence of like the back of the house where, you know, all these attacks was coming our way, okay, at our house. And so the guy, he was like attached to like the fence, like chained up, okay? And so one of the enemies got caught, okay? And so as we are destroying these enemies, we actually end up seeing one of them, okay? And so this is saying that it was me or my brother, which represents me or your kingdom spouse, that or whoever God is teaming you up with, okay, to fight down these kingdoms of darkness. Some of your enemies will be caught, okay? And God is saying he has equipped you spiritually and mentally to the point where you understand that you don't do evil for evil. You understand that letting your enemies go will help them see who Christ is and allow them to give their life to him. Because if we do what other people do to us, that don't help them. That don't help save their souls, okay? And so it was me or my brother that ended up letting this person go. This person came into our home to kill us, literally was fighting with all the other people that came to attack us, to shoot us, to literally kill, steal, and destroy us. And we, at the end up letting this person go, okay? And that's because of the Spirit of God that is in us, because we understand that it's deeper than just, you know, taking people out. You know, just because people try to take you out and try to destroy you doesn't mean that you got to go back and do the same thing. Because when you show them grace, when you show them mercy, my God, they can then see the God in you, okay? And so it's not for us to want to do evil for evil, but allow people to see who God is by showing them mercy and grace, okay? Even if it don't feel good, do the right thing as far as be an example of what Christ would do, and Christ wants to save their souls, okay? So let them go and pray for them, and don't try to do the same thing that your enemies are doing to you, but love on them and pray for them, okay? Rebuke them, but let's not try to kill our enemies like they trying to kill us, because we are to be an example of Christ, and Christ wants to save their souls, okay? And so the scripture reference is Galatians 6 and 9, chapter 6, verse 9. And it says, and let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. Okay. And so your fighting was not in vain. You will reap your reward. Okay. Do not faint. Do not get weary in well doing, because God is going to reward you for your obedience, for your sacrifice, and for the time that y'all have put in, you and your kingdom spouse, or you and whoever God is teaming you up with, you alone as well. All this fighting you have been doing has not been in vain. Do not get weary in well doing, because God is going to allow you to be rewarded. He is going to reward you. He is not a God that's going to be having you out here fighting the enemy, and being victorious and not reward you. That's not the God we serve. He is rewarding you. Okay. He is rewarding you, whether it's you fighting alone or you fighting side by side with somebody. The reward is going to come. Okay. And so that's all that I have for you guys in this word today. Follow me on social media. My Facebook is Chelsie Jai, Jai. Instagram is @_Chelsie J, the letter J, and TikTok is Chelsie.Jai. I will see y'all in the next video, and y'all have a blessed day. Bye.